when you get closer to it, you realize, hey, I might be able to control the angle of the drop, and I was lucky enough to do that. The split-second decision, and just kind of came right back to me.
Jake, talk about the big stand in the third quarter after they had gotten you guys had turned it over. They got all the way down to the 3-yard line, and you guys kept them out of the end zone. How big was that? Just salvage momentum?
Well, I mean, that was obviously the game-changing red zone stop. I feel like their defense had a lot of great red zone stops, but I felt like they gave them a touchdown at first. We didn't let that affect us. We went back out there and battled and just were real physical, and we knew that we had to stop them. And Coach Wally preaches that all the time down there in the red zone. So it's definitely a different mentality, and it was a huge part of the game.
What do you attribute
your defense? You guys, the team needed you to stand every single time you took the field. You pretty much did it.
Well, going into this season, we knew what type of defense that we could have possibly. And if there's obviously a few plays that Iowa executed very well and got large chunks of yards and all that, but I felt like for most of the game, our defense showed that that we can stop just about anything, and if we can do that every week, that'll be huge for us.
What do you attribute the growth of this? I'm sorry, the growth of this defense. What do you attribute that to this year?
Oh, well, just a lot of guys in years past bringing other guys along with them. Jeremiah George, for example, he's a great example. He had a terrific game today, and he was a guy who couldn't go right or left if you told him to last year. Now he's figured everything out, and that's the kind of stuff that has happened, and that's why we are able to play a little better.
Jay, coming in, was the key stopping the run?
Yeah, definitely. And obviously you go against Iowa, and they do that so well, and they have such a good scheme to do that in. It's tough to be able to do that, but they also pass the ball very well. And so once we had the lead, we try to mix up our coverages a little bit more and focus on both pretty equally.
I know you'd rather have your offense get you more than 9 points, but is this kind of a dream game for a defense in your rival's house, holding without a touchdown?
Well, yeah, I think it's huge. I actually had a bet with Wally before the game. I said, if we shut them out, can I cut your hair into a mohawk? So we didn't quite get a shutout or anything like that, so I'm kind of disappointed, but it's definitely, I mean, he's extremely happy. It's best of both worlds for him, I guess. So I didn't have to get a mohawk, and we helped him to 6 points, and that was huge.